political culture to make the tribal arithmetic. And I wager that 2027 will be no different. That, yes, there might be change agents that will show up in separate factions and movements, but the underlying, the soft underbelly will be the tribal arithmetic, at least for this election. Because post 2027 is when I think the change of guard nationally is going to occur. So, in my honest opinion, I think it is backward to make that calculation. However, if we were to look at elections from the tribal prism, presidencies have been won without Mount Kenya, for example. Moi won his 92 election without, and 97 generally, without the support of Mount Kenya. Raila Odinga won 2007. It was a highly contested election, but without this enjoying the support of Mount Kenya. So the people who are analyzing elections from the tribal prism are waging it to the president, saying that it is possible for you to still win your seat without a certain support from certain regions. But there's something I have to hand to the president, is that he has persisted to be the president of he presents himself as a president of everybody. So he has not ceased to, for example, as previous presidents have done, where if I have a disagreement with a certain region, for example, Jomo Kenyatta, after his spat in Kisumu, after the launch of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Hospital, which was known as Russia then, there was an incident. There was political differences between him and Jaramogi at the time, which led to the shooting of a couple of people. He never went back to that region. And you saw, for example, Uhuru, prior to the handshake, he never stepped to that region. But President Ruto has presented himself even under very heavy criticism, even under public criticism and social unacceptability of sorts. He still has tried to court all regions. So while some of his advisors are telling him, go at it without Mount Kenya, he persists. He goes for a campaign there. He still says that I am with you, which I think is good. I think that's the one thing I'm really anticipating, that he should not cower or bow to a tribal negotiation. So anybody who fronts himself as a person who promises the votes just in terms of a tribal bloc, I think the president should just treat disdainfully. So, because this is the problem that Kenya continues to face, and if we go into that, if we descend into that isolation of Mount Kenya, I think we are going into a deep, dark place. So while I might have my own reservations, for example, the Kikuyu hegemony, I don't think that any person who's fit for the presidency should try to isolate a region. If there are candidates who think that they want to go at it alone, if there are leaders who think that, we have enough votes, I think it's a democratic country, but I like the approach that the president has taken, where he's on a charm offensive. He's out to court all the regions of the country.
Is it because of the numbers?